Wow. So remember, we also put a little bit of coffee inside this. Oh, those are malt balls. These here, these are malt ball candies. Doesn't want to focus right there. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know what? I actually think Derek would like this. I know he's not a big chocolate fan, but I think this is something he would enjoy. Quick home Jacques Pepin, yeah. Mothballs? Did I say mothballs? Did I say? Oh, maybe I did. Oh, Spook, maybe I did. That cake is really good. Mm. Now I want to go buy a ding dong and compare it. No, Bohemian. Mm. This really cuts that ganache. Kids' mothballs. And the mothball. Oh my gosh, you guys. That was good. This was a good, tasty stream, gosh darn it. Oh, you know what? I forgot to post last stream's recipes in there. I will get those recipes out, and I will have this one. The grilled cheese were just kind of something I just kind of threw together, but I will post those. Oh yeah, the food pick place is the perfect place to post. And thank you for getting that picture for me. I appreciate that very, very much. Very, very much. It's really hard sometimes to get like good pictures, particularly when you're on this side, because on this side, when I take a picture, it's all wires and cables, a big monitor, a light stand there, my laptop here, my microphone stuff over here. So it is hard sometimes to get like a good picture. So I appreciate it anytime you guys get clips and whatever, because I do share them. I put them out there in the world to see what's going to happen. Mm. Oh, Barry, that's okay. Barry, you do a whole lot. Oh, I'm not worried about you doing that, Sovereign. I'm not worried about you doing that. At all. I have to move this. Oh, that's not, no. Why did you go full screen? I didn't give you permission to go full screen. You do not have the permission. Why does Windows do that? Why does Windows automatically, if you drag something up too far to the top, it automatically throws it in full screen? Is there a reason why Windows does that? Is there a way to stop that? Is there a way to turn that off and say, no, I don't want it to be full screen? So today is Wednesday. Friday. What was I doing on Friday? Oh, Friday, guys. Friday. We met our first 100 sub goal. Because with my partner push, I'm also doing a subathon. So since we reached that first 100 sub goal, you guys are going to pick the menu on Friday. I can't tell you what the menu is going to be because I don't know. So I will give you a choice of 2 proteins. I got to get those game hens out for Sunday. So Friday, I'll give you guys a choice between whatever 2 proteins I'm going to take out. I'll give you a choice between 2 vegetables. I'll give you a choice between 2 carb sides. And then I'll give you a choice of of 2 fruits that will turn into a dessert. Athena, that's okay. Go spend time with your family and enjoy every single second of it. Enjoy all the smiles, the giggles, even the times when you're tired, you're thinking, I just don't want to be around these people anymore because you don't know where life is going to take you. Enjoy every single moment, every single moment. They're too darn important. Too darn important. So Friday will be a you pick, and then Sunday, it's a Game of Thrones, folks. And we're doing supper this time. So we're going to be doing roasted quail, but we are going to be I'll be doing a stream poll, yes. And you guys will get to vote. it'll be like, this is option A and this is option B. So whatever the two meats are, this is option A meat, this is option B meat. And whatever vote wins, the other one goes into the freezer, or I'll cook it up the next day for dinner or whatever. And then we're going to do the same for the vegetables, we'll do the same for the carb, and we'll do the same for the fruit. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun with that one. Then I've got to come up with a menu. It may be something really simple. I don't know that I do anything like super duper ornate, because I don't do ornate unless I absolutely have to. I can do ornate if I have to. I can plate ornate if I have to. But when I plate ornate, it's here's a case in point. I'm going to show you this. Here's a bowl. Now, if I fill this with soup, I just realized that my screen over here is not where I need it to be. If I fill this bowl with soup, and keep it just on keep it like about a ½ inch down from the rim, and I put my toppings on top. By the time I get done taking pictures, the toppings are sinking down to the bottom. So what do you do when you want to take a picture of soup? And you guys can all use this in your own food photography things. For those who were sitting here talking recently that I don't do good in food photography, is find a bowl that's more shallow and put that bowl inside here. Pour your soup all the way around it, and your soup will eventually, your soup is probably going to cover a little bit of this. You might need a little smaller bowl, but whatever fits, that's going to come down below this rim right here, right? And then with the soup, all the soup would be nice. It'll look like a nice bowl of soup. Then when you put your toppings right here, be it bacon bits, cilantro, croutons, shaved cheese, or whatever, when you put it here, it stays right here on top of this bowl, and it's not going to go anywhere. So you can get your good pictures of doing your top, so your toppings aren't sinking down or starting to float away. They will stay like salsa. You get a nice bowl of, there's a corn chowder recipe that I just absolutely love. But you put a spoonful of fresh salsa or fresh pico de gallo right on the top, it goes straight down to the bottom. Straight down to the bottom. So by using a bowl in here first, that pico de gallo will sit right on top so you get beautiful photographs. But it's hard to do when you're streaming, because you're streaming, I want to be eating the food and showing you all the food and hanging out with you and talking with you. So there are challenges to doing that kind of stuff. I switched from Windows to Mac. I don't miss anything except gaming. I love my Mac. I will say, I love my Mac. She's been around many, many years and still works like an absolute champ. But when I got to the fishbowl, then I got the fishbowl out. There's a lot of different tricks you can do. A lot of different tricks you can do. A lot of food that you see in commercials is fake. So if you, like an ice cream cone is really actually just like Crisco that's been formed. And they actually dye it and form it. There's all sorts of stuff. Matter of fact, I wish Beer Not Babies was here, because she can talk to you about food photography, because in their test kitchen, they do a lot of the food photography. So she sees a lot of those tips and tricks. Yeah, they have a lot of it's fake food. Instead of fake news, we have fake food. I lost my other, oh, here we go. Here's my other stream. So that's going to be our menu on Friday, is doing you guys will get to pick it. So if you guys want a hand in what we're going to make, you got to be here. I will start doing the picking of the ingredients. I always go live at noon. We'll probably start about 12:15, 12:20 to give me ample time, because I got to process what we're going to cook and what we're going to do, and then we'll come up. The airbrush, so much true. Styrofoam, that's another one. They do, what was the pancakes? They did the pancakes, and it was pieces of styrofoam. Oh, when they do stacks of pancakes. Have you ever stacked a whole bunch of pancakes? What happens? It starts to lean real heavy, and they're hot or they're warm, and if they're not warm, if they're cold, they still will collapse on each other. So it's a pancake, a piece of cardboard, a pancake, a piece of cardboard, a pancake, a piece of cardboard. Now you can't serve it that way, right? But it's a great way. We could, but I haven't decided what the ingredients are going to be yet. I probably won't know until I go to the store on Thursday. I'm just going to go pick up a whole bunch of stuff. It tastes like styrofoam. Think of it. It's not even roughage. It's not even rough. Happy Wednesday. Had a power outage. Ray Dom, I hope obviously the power is back on for you. I hope it wasn't out too long. That could be a big inconvenience. It's amazing how much reading you get done. How many of you in your car, or if you don't drive, if you take like the bus in your backpack, or if you ride a bike in your pack or whatever, how many of you always carry a book? how many of you always carry a book for those times? I was stuck on a freeway in Los Angeles one time for 6 hours. So I always have a ball of yarn and a crochet hook. What? What? Holy cow! Raiders, welcome in. Shayna, Sharp Balloons, can we get a mega shout out for Shayna? She is thebomb.com. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. Fangirl. Thank you, Barry. Welcome on in, Raiders. Raiders, just so you know, there's this thing. It's my icon, and it's right down there. No, over here. Yeah, right down there. Can you click that icon? That just gets rid of the raid URL, brings you directly into my stream so we can have a good time here. Helps with my numbers. Oh, welcome on in. So Raiders, my name is Kanara. I'm a food and drink streamer, but I'm a home food safety and preservation specialist. So if you want, I work with Oregon State University. So if you want to learn food preservation, food safety, I'm your go-to gal. Use this noggin before it fades away into oblivion. Join the Discord, exclamation point. We fangirl for you. Flava, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for all the follows, you guys. Holy Toledo. Oh, I'm gonna move this over here. Holy cow, we are almost at 4,400 people. That blows my mind. So you guys, what we did today. Well, shoot, maybe I should try the other mac and cheese. I mean, not mac and cheese. Everyone comment, thanks. Oh my gosh. It's a huge thing when somebody brings their family over to meet your family. That's a huge trust factor. It's not something to be taken lightly. It's never, ever something to be taken for granted. So I truly, truly thank you. Oh, Sharp Balloons. I'm telling you, so my community, if you have not met Shayna of Sharp Balloons, you need to go follow her. I kid you not, what that woman does with balloons will blow your mind. I'm not joking. Go on her Instagram. Go on her Discord. Start scrolling through the pictures. I'm sitting there looking at these things. So I challenged her. My suggestion on one of the things, she has a channel for suggesting balloons. I suggested the International Space Station. Now, I didn't ask for a life size, although maybe I should have. You could just wipe out the entire city block with balloons, right? That wouldn't be a problem. But she created it. She used silver balloons, black balloons, gold balloons. I still have screen captures of it on my computer. I was floored. I was absolutely floored. She is an incredible balloon artist. She has been doing balloons, like what is it, over 16 years, 17 years? And she does, another cool thing she has is that she makes Star Wars lightsabers, and I love what she does. She goes, it may not look like a lightsaber, but it sounds like one, and it does. When she whips that balloon saber through the air, it sounds, get on Star Wars. Awesome. And I have to say, Mr. Sharp Balloons is absolutely delightful. Mr. Sharp Balloons is absolutely delightful. We tried life side once. She put a cap on life side. I don't blame her. But I would say I'm not opposed to a life-size Kanara that I could just stand over here in the corner. Oh my gosh, Star Wars sabers, Mr. Slothman. I'm not kidding you. She just sits there and just does it. But you know, she's got mad skill. She's been doing this for years, people. My idea is to blow up a balloon and then don't touch it and pray it doesn't pop, because I freak out when balloons pop. So again, one of the bad memories from my childhood that I have since turned into a good memory, so I'm not traumatized by it. But my hair is very coarse and very curly, is people would come up and see if a balloon would pop on my hair. And sometimes it did, not all the time. But it's kind of scary when people come running at you with a balloon, let me tell you what. Oh, Mr. Sharp Balloons, thank you for that. Venus, you have a lovely, lovely evening. I insist. And I'm always right. I'm going to follow, it just says subscribe. Then that means you've been here for a little bit. Oh, Smith, yes. I have a 1934 Magic Chef stove. She's covered in cast iron pans because we've been cooking. So what we did, we dedicated our stream to, oops, hang on. I don't know where my other, where is my, oh, there it is. I was looking for my OBS. I thought, OBS disappeared. So this entire stream is dedicated to Stephen King. How many of you from Sharp Balloons Raid, put a 1 in chat if you have read any Stephen King book. Put a 1 in chat if you have read a Stephen King book. Red, thank you so much for those biddies. I appreciate that very much. Lube, Daniel, oh my gosh, show them the ding dong cake, show them the ding dong cake. I got to see Mr. Mercedes' book tour. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I am a huge Stephen King fan. I'm also a Dean Koontz fan. I do things a little bit differently at Christmas time. When my daughter was little, we put up a Christmas tree. You know, we did the whole kit and caboodle. But on stream last year, what we did is that we did what my true passion is. That's true crime. So we did Ho Ho Homicide. A lot of fun. That wasn't an evil laugh, I swear. That wasn't an evil laugh, I swear. That was just legitimate, like, we did that. We did that. So Stephen King requested Derek's home. I told you guys. I told you he'd be coming home. So Stephen King requested a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a Coke, and a ho-ho. Not of me personally, but requested it in general. And I replied back, hey, you need to come to my stream next Wednesday because I'm making PB&Js, grown-up PB&Js, and I'm making a ding-dong cake. So we made waffle, these are waffles, this is a waffle PB&J that we made, and this was soaked, this is what we put on top of the PB&Js. Oops, there we go. This is what we put on top of the PB&Js. Let me back my hand up there so I can actually, you guys are all familiar with Torani. That's the syrup that goes inside coffees like your lattes, you have peppermint, hazelnut, chocolate. Torani bacon syrup. You're welcome. Let me just tell you that. So this has bacon syrup all over the top of it. So it's that sweetness, a little bit of that smoky flavor. Wonderful. But then, I already ate the other half. This is grilled sourdough. Oh my gosh, all of the follows. You guys, thank you so very much. For those that don't know, I gotta say it kind of quietly because I don't want to jinx myself, but I am doing a partner push right now. Shh. So this helps immeasurably having you guys follow and hang out. I really appreciate that so very much. Life-size Canar request in Discord. Oh my gosh, you're killing me. Or my stove, we can do a life size. No, we don't need to do a life size of my stove. We can do a smaller one. So this, come on, let's get you to focus. This is grilled sourdough, peanut butter on both sides on the inside, peach jam, manchego cheese, and my own home-cured bacon. We just got done curing almost 14 pounds of bacon last couple of streams. And then we just grilled it with just butter on the top to get that nice. Can you hear the crunch? I am telling you guys. Oh, did I just put that in slow mode? Oh, I didn't. Okay, good. I will tell you, I was kind of nervous about the cheese and the peanut butter and everything. Game changer. That was a sandwich that I would eat again in a New York second. New York second. So next time I fry up bacon, I usually fry a couple extra pieces for me to have like a BLT. Now I would do something like this. This is really good stuff. But then we made a ding dong cake because he wanted a ho-ho, and so I decided to make a ding dong cake instead because I figure, you know, go big or go home. So this is a chocolate cake. We made our own. I wonder if I could do. There we go. I get the. So you can see the creamy filling that's inside there. The cakes we made from scratch, they are very decadent. They also have coffee inside of them. And then of course I had to put malt balls on top because they were just fun and silly, you know. But that is a cake, that is a cake for champions. So this, I'm telling you, this cake was super good. We did have a couple of bites of this one because it was that good. It was that good. Rit, thank you so much for those biddies. We got biddies dropping people. That means we got to bring out the itty bitty umbrella. I would take Benadryl and grab a fork. So I do have to have, I only had 2 bites because I do have to watch my milk intake because I'm lactose intolerant. And the ganache is made with heavy cream and semi-sweet chocolate chips that kind of gets melted together, form this gooey thing that we just kind of poured all the way around it. So, and when I cook with the milk in the cake, my milk is lactose free. So I don't have to worry about the milk that I actually have in the cake batter to make it kind of like that pudding consistency. And that's something if you guys buy a box cake, if you want to make it more decadent, where it says use X amount of water, replace the water with milk. Your cake is, and it might have to bake 2 or 3 minutes longer, but your cake is going to have it's going to be much more moist, have almost like that pudding texture. We're going to watch the first Creep Show. I'm telling you. So I'm going to get out these, I'm going to show you guys. Now, I am ashamed to say that my original copy of Stephen King's Salem's Lot finally fell apart. So when my mom was reading Salem's Lot, and that is this book here, this is like the 5th or 6th cover for it. When my mom was reading Salem's Lot, she was talking about it, she would loan it out to her friends, and then one day when I was younger, I took it. Because she was reading something else at that time. I took it, and I would read it in the back seat of the car with a flashlight. Because my parents were very protective of my sister and I. My dad worked for the sheriff's department, and so they were highly protective of us, because he used to get threats and stuff because he was a homicide detective. So I wasn't allowed to read a lot of scary things. That was my first taste of Stephen King. And let me tell you, at the end of the book, I was like, that was good. I'm ready for another one. So then I saved up. I went to the bookstore and bought my first hardcover book, Cujo. This is the original hardcover book. And no, I did not get this at a discount bookstore. I actually bought this when it was published in the bookstore. And at that time, this hardcover book cost $8.95. That was a lot of babysitting money right there to get that book. But I still have them. But the only reason why I don't have this one is because of my mom lending it out to everybody, me reading it twice, me lending it out later to a couple of friends. It finally just absolutely fell apart. So when it fell apart, I cried because that was my original. And then I bought another one right away. So this is my actual copy. And it has my, I actually wrote and on this one too, my maiden name is written in here where I signed it in there. But I can't show you guys that part. I have so many Stephen King and Dean Koontz books up in the reading cabinets, up in Derek's music room. Derek has a music room above the garage. He's a bluegrass banjo picker. So he has a music room up there and I have a big cabinet that has like all my books and stuff there, books that I want to keep. But Stephen King has made the comment that if you want to be an author, if you truly want to be an author, you have to be a voracious reader first. If you're not a voracious reader,